Hey there everyone. I'm in southeastern Saskatchewan today and I'm getting ready to hike into the bush and do an overnighter. I wasn't planning on doing a video today or recording this, but during the drive up here I decided I might as well. But because I wasn't planning on it, I didn't bring a tripod, which is going to be interesting for mounting the camera, and I actually didn't even bring a proper camera either. We're going to be doing this whole video on my iPhone. So hope you enjoy the video and enjoy. Cheers. I didn't even make it past the parking lot without having to layer down. It's warm out. It's -2 right now. It's supposed to get down to -10 tonight though, so it should still be good. Got the pulk, loaded up, and into the trail we go. Oh, there's some birch. Might as well pick up some birch bark for later. Coming off this yet. I don't want to cut into the tree because that's not good. So I'm sure I'll find a better birch that's shedding a lot more. I can't get anything off this tree. Yeah. So yeah, we'll keep looking for some better natural tinder to use later. If not, I always got my own tinder and I'll light a fire regardless, but it's cool if we can do it with natural materials. This is more like it. Oops. There we go. Lots of. Oh, did you hear that? Put that in my pocket for later. Got some more. Alright, I'm all set now. I got tons of birch bark here, plus you can see my pockets mounding open. So we're good for tonight and probably for breakfast. You should see my phone right now. It's kind of wedged between a bunch of dead branches, and Jimmy rigged up with a bunch of other dead branches to make it level. Hope that worked. Alright, so there, through the bush, is Beaver Lake. And the trail we're on is actually Beaver Lake Trail. It's a great little trail. Would you look at that? Someone came out here and made a little Charlie Brown Christmas tree. There's one ornament, a little trumpet, and a little ball. Isn't that cute? So yeah, we're on Beaver Lake Trail here, and yeah, it's all like this is an upkept trail. It's a proper trail, and we're not exactly bushwhacking here or anything. But I just wanted to do something fun and quick, get out of town for a night, and yeah. So I actually don't know if I should be, if I'm allowed to be camping here, but if you don't tell, I won't tell. I'll definitely make sure to hike off trail before I set up camp, probably a click or so. I don't want to upset anyone here, and I'll make sure to leave no trace and be very respectful of this beautiful park. There's a better angle of Beaver Lake. It's beautiful. Although, even though it was super cold last month, I'm sure it probably is fine. I'm kind of a wussy when it comes to walking on ice, especially when it's been -2 and like 4 above. this week. Plus I'm by myself, so there's no way in hell we're crossing that lake onto the trail. That's gnarly, look at that. Kind of goes right back into the ground there. Be cool to set up a hammock from one end to the other, but it's probably so punked out and dead that it probably collapse on you in the middle of the night, so probably not the best idea, but very cool. It's I think it's 2:15 about there. We've been hiking about an hour so far. I think it's time to start looking for a place to camp, because I'd like to set up camp by 3 so I can set up get firewood, camp chores and all that jazz. So the wind's coming off the lake pretty good right now. Yeah, maybe go into there. It looks like there's a bit of a ridge, so I'm hoping that might help protect us from the wind if we go down into it. So we're gonna go into there and see what we can find. Huh. Well, you just missed something funny. It's a good thing I wasn't filming. I'm kind of in thicker bush here. I was getting thicker and thicker and thicker. I had the sled behind me. There's some dead fall on the ground under the snow. Just got caught up in my snowshoe and just plowed me over. So fell in the snow, kicked up a bunch of snow on my sled. Hopefully the tarp covered most of it. And yeah, I'm all wet and stuff, so that's good times. But I was gonna get wet anyways from sweat, so I gotta change the clothes to change into. So anyways, I ditched the sled back there, and I'm kind of looking for a spot. And I think this, it's not ideal, but I think it's gonna work. So I kind of have this dead trunk here, and she's solid. She's not going anywhere. And then there's this other dead tree. Kind of goes all the way up here. It's dead fall, and it's kind of wedged up on that tree. So I'm just gonna run my ridge line between these two trees. And my ridge line will go this way. The tarp will lean this way, because the wind's coming from there. And probably set a little fire pit up in here. Yeah. So I'm gonna go back, get the sled, bring it in. I forgot my shovel, so I'm gonna use my snowshoes and just pack down all the snow as much as I can. Maybe use my snowshoes to dig some out. Just pack down all the snow as much as I can. Alright, it's gonna be home for the night. Gonna pack us all down now. Can't believe I forgot my shovel. I bought a new shovel specifically for this trip, and I forgot it at home. So now here I am, stomping the snow out again. I was hoping to dig down to the ground. Oh well. Oh, I wish I would have got that on film. So there was this dead punky tree here that was there. Now it's there. It seemed kind of solid, and it wasn't my original choice for tying off to, but I thought, hey, you know what? I'll see if this is strong enough. So I started giving it some wiggles. It was good, and then I thought, let's give it a good tug, and crack. But it's okay. I got out of the way in time, and that's why I always check for widowmakers. Okay, so new plan. That tree falling kind of sketched me out a little bit. And I'm looking around. It seems pretty good, but this big guy is waving in the wind, and my idea might not do anything in the idea that fell. It's still alive, and I'm sure it won't fall. But my idea is instead of tying off to this dead tree to this tree, I'm going to tie off from this tree to about here, and we're gonna set up a tripod. So we're gonna go cut some straight logs, some straight trees, and make a tripod, and then a solid ridge pole. And that way, just in case that big guy decides to fall and fall my way, that ridge pole will just soften the blow a little bit, I hope. But it's not gonna fall. We're good. I don't know why I brought my poles. Didn't really need them, did I? Alright, so decided to build that tripod there. Got the ridge post going across the top there. Tied off to that tree, very sturdy. And yeah, now we're just gonna set up the tarp going away from us. The fire pit's gonna be in here. And yeah, I need to collect more firewood. That's all I got right now, is that little dinky little pile there. So I'm not relying on the fire for warmth tonight. I got a -12 quilt that I'll be bringing. I'm gonna try to test that out to its limit. It's supposed to be -10 tonight, but that quilt is made by Light & Equipment, and I've heard their ratings are pretty liberal. So, sorry, I got wood in my eye. But I got lots of layers. I'm gonna, you know, try that quilt tonight, and I have another blanket with me just in case I get cold. Alright, so this is what we ended up with for shelter. It's not the prettiest, but I'm running out of sunlight and I still got lots to do here. I made a mistake, and I really should have turned it on its side. So those ridgeline tie-outs would have been down the middle and I would be able to get more headroom, but it's pretty tall already, so should be good for one night. And dug out the fire pit in here. Let's get going. More to go. All right. Thought I'd just take a 5-minute break. Got my shelter up. Most importantly, I got my chair, a thermarest chair. some back support. Feels real good right now. So, most of the camp chores are done. I'm gonna start making some supper soon. I got a delicious looking ribeye for my buddy Greg Reed at Lakeview Grocers in Regina. And there's some mashed potatoes to go with it. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I got a beer from Multinational, and I got some cocktails also. So, we'll see how the night goes. We are eating good in the woods here, people. Oh, baby. Like 10 seconds or so. Oh yeah, look at that color. That's beef tallow, just in case anyone's wondering. It's not oil. It's essentially beef lard that I made myself from rendered down beef fat. I'm gonna have some instant mashed potatoes, garlic mashed potatoes go with it. Okay, that steak's looking beautiful. Ooh, it's hot. Ooh, hot. I put in about half that. Say it's so hot. Oh, I need my spork. Where's my spork? Okay, got my spork. Uh-oh, hope I don't need more water. Should be good. Oh yeah, she good. She good. Alright. Got my garlic mashed potatoes and ribeye. And my sports IPA. I'm not sure if it's an IPA, but it tastes like an IPA. It's pretty much an IPA. From Multinational. Now, cool thing about this, I never knew before, that it's a Multinational recipe that was actually brewed at District, just down a few blocks, but still in Regina. So another Regina brewery. And yeah. Oh, whoopsie. Whoopsie. Oh, Kiriako. Such an amateur move. It's tasting real good. Let's cut into the steak here. Alright, so remember I don't have a tripod, so I had to couldn't show me cutting it, but man, this is so tender. It just like pulls apart. It's moment of truth, first bite. It's so good. So good. So, if you're wondering, oh shit, my pan's on fire. Uh-oh, 1 second. Sorry, I got interrupted earlier. My pan was on fire. I left it next to the fire, and there's still some grease in the pan. It was on fire. I think it's okay. I think I stripped off some of the seasoning, but should be fine for the morning for eggs. Anyways, what I was trying to say earlier is, if you're wondering my cooking method for this steak, you can see I was frying it. Well, searing it. And I was in beef tallow, which is a rendered beef fat, which is essentially beef lard. It just gives it even more of a beef flavor, but that's not really how I cooked it. I actually cooked this steak like 4 days ago in a sous vide. So I started cooking them at home like this, not just sous vide, but this particular method, because it just brings us so much flavor. They're so flavorful. What I do is I'll season it. This one I do with some seasoning salt and Traeger's coffee rub. Just goes on in a rush. Usually I'll make my own rub, but I had it in the cupboard, and I just threw that in. Seasoned it all up. Vacuum sealed it. Threw it in the sous vide at 128 Fahrenheit for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. And you throw it in an ice bath of ice and water for about 10-15 minutes. Just get that temperature drop down real fast. And then you just throw it in the fridge for a few days until you're ready to actually cook them. And it's nice because they're just on hand and they taste amazing. But when they're still vacuum sealed and you put them back in the fridge, all those salts and flavors just penetrate more and more into the meat. So just the flavor is just unreal. So all I did now is I just took them out of the vacuum sealed bag. I gave them a pat dry with some paper towel, and I just cooked them a minute on each side. And man, this steak is amazing. Perfect medium rare. So good. Some mashed potato in there too. So good. Hey guys, I'm just chilling here by the fire, and here I'll turn this to a red light so it looks more like fire. There it is. Hey guys, I'm just chilling here by the fire. Call 1-888-395-Kiri. Let's go back to. Whew. Hey guys, I'm just chilling by the fire here. Warming up. It's pretty good. I think it's currently, let's see, it's -3 at the moment. It's supposed to go down to -10, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this cool, you guys might have seen these. They've been around for a little while, but I think they're cool. And they're these little pocket cocktails. So, this is a little old-fashioned, so you rip off the top, and the packet actually works as a 2-ounce shot glass or a measure. So you put 2 ounces of water and 2 ounces of bourbon, and the powder, which is kind of the bitters and cherry flavor and orange. And yeah, these are pretty damn good, and especially when you got snow and cold water, you actually got a cold old-fashioned, and it's pretty close to the real thing. So very fun for some backcountry cocktails. Alright everybody, sorry I kind of fell off the ball filming in the evening. After supper I just kind of hung around the fire for a bit, drank some hot chocolate, had some whiskey, and even some M&Ms. I've heard it's good to eat some sugar before bed because it helps keep you warm at night, but I'll just use that as an excuse. So, fire's still going over there. And yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and watch the fire and pass out. I'll see you guys in the morning. Cheers.
Good morning. It's 7:30 right now, and currently minus 11 Celsius. I slept pretty good for the most part. Quite cozy. There's coyotes all night, all around me. Howling, which is always a little bit eerie, but that was good. The fire lasted till about 10:30. I went to bed at 8:30, and I probably woke up about 4 times throughout the night. Took me a while to get back to sleep, but yeah, good time. Just gonna make some breakfast now, hike on out of here, and go home. I have about an hour hike out and a 2.5 hour drive home. So probably not gonna start a fire. Probably just gonna use my stove, so I can get out of here sooner than later. I don't want to get out of this cozy bag. I'm so warm. Alright, I'm doing it. Everything is just frosted over. That was my bed. Alright, so I decided to start a fire after all, since it's just to help warm up in the morning. But you know it's going to help me up, but you know it's going to help warm me up even more than this fire? This is delicious coffee I'm going to make right now. Oh yeah. Huh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, be a good boy. There you go. Now, the good thing about hauling stuff in on a sled is you can bring a lot of unnecessary weight and bulk, like an AeroPress. And more than enough coffee that you need. So I decided not to make breakfast today. My eggs are probably frozen solid and I'm not even that hungry right now. But I do need coffee. But I'd like to get out of here, so coffee first, then we'll tear down. I like to just warm this up a little bit with some hot water, and you gotta get the filter wet, and then our coffee. It's hot. All right. Look at that sun peeking through. The most epic AeroPress of all the AeroPresses. Put the grounds in the fire. Off some snow. And just top this guy off with some water. Oh yeah. This is gonna be so good. Oh, money. Right on the money. So good. Smoky too from that campfire water. What a wonderful morning. This was a good time. Cheers. Well, pretty much well does it. Got my camp all torn down. You can kind of see my footprint to where I was laying. Got the fire completely out. Tore down my shelter, threw it in the woods, and got my sled all packed up. So let's go grab those water bottles, pack them up, and we're gonna hit the trail. Goodbye, campsite. You were good. Follow my trail back on out of here. Find that path again. It seems more tiring today. I'm not sure if it's more uphill or maybe I shouldn't have skipped breakfast. Way less energy today. Gotta make my presence known so that wildlife knows I'm here. And what better way to do that than by day? Decent day! Here I come on me, want to go home. Day! Decent day, decent day, decent day! Oh. Here I come on me, want to go home. Here I come on me, want to go home. There's the exit. I see the car. Alright, well, that just about does it for me. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you following along. Until next time, thanks for watching.